Hi guys, you are now tuning to Cheer FM with Shima
and Sonia. Okay, let me just get to the point. Who has heard of the iPhone 5?
Don't even talk about it, I hate it.
What are you on about? It's the best thing ever.
Trust me, it's not.
Okay, anyway, let's just talk to our local fan who's come in kindly. She's been sending so many fan mails and she's a long-time fan. Further ado, let's introduce Beatrice.
Hi guys. The iPhone 5, I actually hate it. I hate the entire empire because I just think like the iPhone 5, it looks like someone's just gotten the iPhone 4 and rolled it out, so it's like a chapati. So
really?
Yeah.
Thanks, Beatrice. I thought you were a fan. Anyway, let's go to the news headlines.
During our preliminary task, there were a lot of hesitations and stutters, and we felt quite disorganised. The broadcast lacked any emotion and needed a lot of practice. The broadcast was quite dull, and there were a few awkward silences. From this task, I felt that I lacked in confidence and felt quite restricted and held back, as myself and Sonia found it quite difficult to communicate with each other. I found it quite difficult to introduce Hannah as I spoke very fast and kept repeating words such as fan as I couldn't get my sentences right. What have you learnt? There are many things that I have learnt. Some of them are Ofcom. Ofcom stands for Office of Communications, and Ofcom regulates TV and radio programmes in the UK. They have legal duties to follow, and they try to protect viewers and listeners, especially the children under the age of 18. And how Ofcom works is that a viewer or a listener puts forward a complaint, and Ofcom tries to investigate this and see if they've broken any codes. I have learnt other things such as the ethical standards. Some of the ethical standards are produce no material likely to lead to hatred or discrimination on the grounds of a person's age, gender, sexual orientation, and so on. And also, the second ethical standard, do nothing to intrude into anybody's private life, grief or distress unless justified. And the reason I picked these two out because there was a case on Jonathan Ross and Russell Brand who left indiscriminate messages on an actor's voicemail in regards to his granddaughter, which was very offensive. Also, I've learnt about forms and conventions and what forms are, such as interview, vox pop and so on. And I've learnt how radio has conventions and that all radio stations have and follow. And also, I've learnt many skills such as confidence, communication skills, organisation and planning. The idea that I had to be organised and before I went to the march, and I had to prepare myself because I had to interview socialist worker parties and so on, and therefore I believe that I have learnt a lot in the course of media and many skills that I can take with me when I leave school and go to university level. The main task. The main task was a clear improvement from the preliminary task. In regards to myself, I felt very confident when speaking. I composed myself and tried to give a convincing story and hopefully grab the listener's attention. I did not stutter or make fatal mistakes. I was clear and spoke at a normal pace. I believe that I delivered exceptionally and progressed than the preliminary task. The two presenters, Hannah and Sonia, gave an immaculate performance. The preliminary task lacked clear emotion and was very dull, but during the main task both presenters showed clear emotion. They were very relaxed and used the correct tones when broadcasting news. Hannah and Sonia read my scripts perfectly without any hesitations or breaks. Hannah gave a real effort as she had hard news and soft news to broadcast. She was very clear and very convincing. Sonia was lacking emotion during the preliminary task and felt quite uneasy in some places, but during her performance in our main task, she was very confident and showed little hesitations and performed with good spirit and motivation. Overall, the task was a success. Our stories were a mixture of hard and soft news. We broke many conventions, such as having our own agony aunt. The main task was very believable and, I believe, a great contender for existing radio stations.
Hear it, live it, be it.
You're listening to Trio FM.
Hi, you're listening to Trio FM with your host, Hannah Chowdhury
and Sonia Begum. Today's headlines are:
government equals everlasting punishment. Jobs on offer move over. Olympic Stadium, the final countdown.
Rylan, X Factor versus Big Brother. And finally, the latest internet sensation, the £1 Fishman. Thousands today march at the UK anti-cuts demonstration at Hyde Park. Protesters are outraged due to the government cuts made by Prime Minister David Cameron alongside the Liberal Democrats. Political parties at the march have joined together to form a resistance against the government in hoping to push for change on government policies. Our reporter Shima Begum reports live from the march in Hyde Park.
I'm here at Hyde Park and it's loud. It's crazy, it's busy, but most importantly, it's loud. There are drums, placards, banners, thousands of people. That's pretty much all I see. I have here with me the member of the Socialist Worker Party, Mr. Adam Hemsley. Adam, why are you here today and what sort of effect do you think this rally will have?
Well, we believe that the best way to solve the problems that exist within society today, problems that are related to the system of capitalism, is to challenge that. We believe the most effective way to do that is through the organisation of the trade union movement, for one day public sector and private sector general strike.
Unfortunately, we could not get a response from the Conservative Party as they refused to comment. My name is Shima Begum, reporting for Trio FM News.
As you all know, Trio FM has its own agony aunt. Last week, we had a listener calling in who has had trouble finding jobs. I have on the line Work Experience Coordinator Alicia Koch. Hello, Alicia. So how do you encourage young people to get jobs?
I encourage students to, first of all, find their own self-placement by giving them a form and a letter to give to employers.
What opportunities are available for young people in paid employment?
Most of the work opportunities available are in retail or office placements. There are many opportunities for young people, but it's very difficult to say which sector is the one that young people prefer, because employers prefer to take on older people because they don't have to train them.
Thanks, Alicia. If you have any inquiries, contact us on Facebook or Twitter. You can also find us at www.triofm.com. The legacy of the London 2012 Olympic Game has come to an end. London has successfully managed to win 65 medals, including 29 of them gold. It was a spectacular year, but what holds for the future of our beloved stadium? We talked to locals who expressed their views on what should be done.
I guess they could make it into something to do with exercise, like open it to the public, so like get clubs of sports, all of that kind of thing going, so young people are encouraged to exercise more.
I think it'd be best if they turn it into a leisure centre. Obviously, if you have classes there, you might find future Olympians there as well.
I think it should be made into a theme park, because there's no theme parks around East London and in London.
Rylan Clark last night was crowned the winner of Celebrity Big Brother. He is best known for being a contestant on a hit show, The X Factor. His time on the show is best described as bad singing, hysterical crying, and most importantly, embarrassing the likes of Judge Gary Barlow. So what now for the 24-year-old? Rumour has it, Rylan will be the next Extra Factor presenter, replacing Ollie Mearns. Come on ladies, £1 fish. These are the words of the catchy tune by fish stall owner Mohammed Saeed Nazir, who sings about his fish to customers in place of the typical market trader shout. He is based in Queen's Market, East London, and has over 10 million hits on YouTube. The song has become so popular that R&B artist Alicia Dixon has even produced a cover version. We headed down to Queen's Market to find out what all the fuss was about.
Come on ladies, £1 fish. Come on ladies, £1 fish. £1 fish.
day, guys. Tune in next time to find out updates on today's stories and what happened to the £1 fishman. You've been listening to Hannah Chowdhury
and Sonia Begum on Trio FM.